About 3 days ago, Sandbox was playing against Damwon Gaming when the LCK host Mina said she felt like she was coming down with a fever, which, living in an Asian country right now, must be absolutely terrifying. She had to be escorted out of the event to be tested. The LCK notified everyone, said be cautious, take precautions when you're here, and the LCK caster Atlas was there to keep us updated.
Thank you so much, G-Sun, and unfortunately we need to go back to the fact that Mina was taken away. She had a bit of a fever, which meant that, you know, there's a chance that she has coronavirus. We'll find out within the next little while whether or not she does or she doesn't. We're taking as many precautions as possible, so it's likely that she's actually fine, but all of the teams that have come in contact with her, especially today, have been notified, and as soon as we find out more, we're going to make sure that we let everyone know as well. So hopefully Mina is absolutely okay and everything's fine, but for now we're just going to be as careful as possible, and that means all of us as well. Like, after this, we're going to take ourselves home.
But the following day, it was thankfully confirmed that Mina had tested negative to the virus. The coronavirus, of course, originated in China, but as time has passed and has continued passing, there have been many, many more cases found in other countries, with now over 1,200 in South Korea. Kind of an insane metric to look at when you kind of divvy it out and see that like 90-something% of it's all in China, and then the next largest percent is probably in South Korea. That's kind of a huge difference from where we started. And just like the LPL, Riot might have to delay the LCK until further notice just to continue avoiding scares like this with Mina. They haven't said anything about doing it yet, but they have announced that they will be delaying something else, one of their biggest events of the year, the mid-season invitational. They say that the health and safety of players comes first and competition comes second. So as a result, they've decided to delay the announcing of the time and location of MSI this year. It usually takes place in May, kind of like early to mid-May, middle of the year sort of thing. So if the coronavirus isn't contained and it's still doing its thing and just going on by that time, we might be seeing a relocation to a different country, you know, something just safer to play, maybe like NA or something, just so they can play LANs. Or we might just be waiting and just having a delay until it is actually safe to play in those Asian countries, because it did take place in Taiwan and Vietnam last year, and then before that it was in Europe. So a relocation is totally possible. But Riot might just have to start booking their venue pretty soon. And in response to the virus delaying so many events, the Shanghai government have stepped in and told Chinese journalists that they're putting in a lot of effort to prepare for Worlds this year. They want to keep the LPL going strong because it is a huge focus for them, and it is actually a very huge market for them. Most teams that are based in China are actually based in Shanghai, and almost half of the esports events in China also take place there. But despite them saying that they're preparing for Worlds, the Shanghai government has also recommended that they switch from a LAN format over to online, so that way they can continue playing, but safely. Over 480 LAN games in China have been delayed due to the virus. 480. That's a lot of freaking games. The Chinese government says that they would help teams out, which just shows how dedicated China is to esports, because despite a deadly virus running throughout their country and leaving a lot of people dead, you know, they are still dedicated to esports. They are still concerned about their future on esports and their grasp on League of Legends, because at this point they are world champions and they're probably going to want to defend that title. But how do you guys feel about China wanting to switch to an online format? Because they still want to play games in LAN, but only for like big and important events. So until that time, they think that they should stick with online games only. So we're kind of just waiting on a response from Riot. You know, Riot's just got to be like, hey, yeah, that's cool. Feel free to just play online games. That works with us. So until they actually get that response, the LPL is going to stay delayed, and it has been since about a month now, actually, and it's expected to until April. So we'll see when that ever actually comes back. I hope this doesn't last as long as it seems like it's going to. But hey, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoy this video. I'll see you all very soon. But until then, what's that on the floor? But until then, I'll see you guys next time. So take it easy. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.